if I told you that one of the richest and most successful footballers in the world almost gave it all up? That behind the speed, the fame, and the million-dollar contracts, there's a story so raw, so painful, that it will completely change the way you see Kylian Mbappé. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't the glamorous side of football. It's the side that most people never talk about, the lonely nights, the brutal choices, and the dream that nearly broke him before it made him a global superstar. Today, Mbappé is a household name. PSG, World Cup champion, record-breaking contracts, you name it. But rewind just a few years, and the picture is very, very different. Kylian grew up in Bondy, a rough suburb in the outskirts of Paris. And let me tell you, life there wasn't easy. Crime, poverty, and 1,000 distractions pulling kids away from their dreams. But even as a kid, Kylian had one thing that set him apart: this insane obsession with football. While other kids were out hanging around, Kylian was in his tiny room, walls covered with posters of Cristiano Ronaldo, dreaming so big it scared people. Now, here's the part nobody really knows. Kylian wasn't born into luxury. His parents made huge sacrifices just to keep his dream alive. His dad, Wilfred, worked as a coach. His mom, Faiza, was a handball player. Every extra euro they had went into Kylian's training. They skipped vacations, sold stuff, even argued late into the night about bills, all because they believed their boy had something special. But that belief came with pressure, massive pressure. Imagine being 12 years old and knowing your entire family is counting on your dream to succeed. That's not just football anymore, that's survival. And trust me, Mbappé felt it. At 13, Kylian had a decision that would change everything. He had offers from big European clubs, Real Madrid, Chelsea, even Manchester City. And here's the crazy part: Real Madrid invited him to train at their academy. Picture this, a kid from Bondy walking into a room and Cristiano Ronaldo, his idol, is right there. For most kids, that's the dream come true. For Mbappé, it was just the beginning of a storm inside his head. Because here's what nobody tells you: success isn't just about talent, it's about choices. And for Kylian, this was the biggest one yet. Leave home at 13 and risk everything, or stay close to his family and hope the dream didn't die. He chose family, and that choice, it almost cost him everything. Staying in France meant grinding harder than ever. Long nights, freezing training sessions, and brutal criticism from coaches who said he's too small, too fragile. Mbappé shut out the noise, but it came with a price. No teenage parties, no late-night video games, no normal childhood. Every single day was football, football, and more football. And it wasn't glamorous. He trained on concrete pitches. He wore torn boots. His family ate cheap meals so he could buy new cleats. You see him now in Ferraris and custom suits, but back then, he was a kid sleeping with his ball because it was the only thing that felt certain in his life. Then, everything changed. At 16, AS Monaco took a chance on him. And from there, it was like lighting a match in a dry forest. Boom, the world started to notice. By 18, he wasn't just playing in Ligue 1, he was dominating it. And then came 2018, the World Cup. Kylian Mbappé, a teenager from Bondy, scoring in the final like he was born for that stage. The whole world finally saw what his family always believed. But here's the part most people still don't understand. Those few seconds of glory, they were paid for years of sacrifice, doubt, and silent battles that nobody claps for. Even today, Mbappé talks about the pressure, the constant comparisons to Messi and Ronaldo, the media tearing him apart for every mistake, the weight of being the hope of a nation every time he steps on the pitch. He says it himself: people see the goals, the cars, the fame. They don't see the nights I cried, the days I wanted to quit. And that's the truth of greatness. It's not just talent, it's the courage to keep going when nobody's watching. So the next time you see Mbappé score a wonder goal or sign a record-breaking deal, remember, behind that smile is a kid who gave up everything for this, and a family who believed so much they risked it all. Now here's my question to you: would you make those sacrifices for your dream? Or would you give up when it gets tough? Let me know in the comments, because I honestly think this is something we all need to talk about. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more real stories from the world of football, and share this video with someone who needs a little motivation today. Alright, that's it for me. Until next time, keep chasing greatness no matter the cost.